It's the week of May 8th, 2018. My name is Miss Quinn.
And I'm Miss Hanson. Welcome to your TNN.
Last week, the leaders of North and South Korea met and agreed to end hostilities and work toward complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. President Trump is expected to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un about the possibility of his country getting rid of all the nuclear weapons in the next few weeks. One of the locations he is considering for this historic summit is the Peace House, located in the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea.
Buckeye is soon getting a new grocery store. Aldi is a no-frills grocer that's coming to Buckeye. It will be built right behind the Walgreens off Yuma and Watson Roads. The intersection will also welcome a Burger King, Planet Fitness, and Quick Quack Car Wash. The Aldi customers get to bring their own bags. And they get to pack their own groceries. That will save them money. They also rent a cart. So instead of just going to get the cart to shop with, you have to use a quarter, and you get your quarter back when you bring the cart back. Kinda crazy, but hey, if you can save some money at the grocery store, that's a good thing. So by not having to employ people to collect the carts, the savings are passed along to all of us. Now let's go over to Miss Burton with a special announcement.
Good morning, students and staff. I would like to announce our Students and Employees of the Month for the month of May. Our Employees of the Month are Mrs. Linda Zimmerman, our 5th grade teacher, and Miss Nikki Hill, our classified employee. Congratulations. Our Students of the Month are Miss Hammond's class, Liberty Biswell, Miss Coleman's class, Romby Sherman, Miss Keeler's class, Christopher Barnes, Miss Tracer's class, McKenna Jenkins, Miss Dirkson's class, Adriana Hernandez, Miss Webb's class, Alex Munoz, Mrs. Rum's class, Ariana Gramajo, Mrs. O'Malley's class, Kayla Richardson, Mrs. Denny's class, Kennedy Reichel, Mrs. Worsham's class, Aiden Nevin, Mrs. Payton's class, Zoe Hernandez, Mrs. Zimmerman's class, Oscar Rivera, Mrs. Hanson's class, Ani Coburn, Mr. Dobish's class, Isaac Thompson, Miss Brown's class, Dahlia Esparza, Miss Wilgen's class, Anthony Ramiro, Miss Wright's class, Brianna Altman, Miss Quinn's class, Ammon Ricks, Mrs. Martinez's class, Elijah Sterling, and Mrs. Barnes' class, Aiden Keel. If students are not here today, they will receive their certificate and reward when they return. Let's have a great week.
Welcome to my special message. Students and staff, wow, what an incredible year. Can you believe we are an A+ School of Excellence? Can you believe we have 2 teams advancing to the World Finals for Odyssey of the Mind at the end of the month? Can you believe we've been written about in the West Valley View and also made Fox 10 News? We would never have accomplished these outstanding goals without the tremendous work of dedicated and talented staff and, of course, you, our student body. We've worked so hard over the last 5 years and have achieved so many amazing things. We have over 30 after-school clubs and enrichment programs, and we continue to add different and innovative opportunities each year. Thank you to the best staff in the history of the world for allowing me to lead you and achieve greatness together. Students, you are the absolute best.
Thank you, Miss Burton. Now let's go over to Miss Hill with the sports report.
The weather isn't the only thing heating up in Tartesso. Our boys baseball team last week played Arlington. They crushed their opponent with a big win, 10-5. After a slow start to the season of 0-2, our baseball team has fought back with a vengeance, winning almost every game since, leaving their record 3-3. We can't wait to find out if they make it to the playoffs. Our girls softball team lost to Arlington after an action-packed game. The incredibly high-scoring game ended with our team losing 11-16. The girls softball had some tough matchups and currently have the record 2-4, but they are up to the challenge and have high hopes of improving their record in the next couple of weeks. In other sports news, the Arizona Diamondbacks have proven to be a tough competitor. They hold the best record in the National League with 20 wins and 8 losses. In last night's game, A.J. Pollock hit an impressive 3 home runs. That, as well as a couple of other homers from his teammates, proved to be too much for the Dodgers, and D-backs defeated them with an 8-5 victory, winning the first of 4-game series against their nemesis. That's all in sports.
Thank you, Miss Hill. Now over to entertainment news with Miss Denny.
I'm Mrs. Denny, and this is entertainment news. Avengers: Infinity Wars was the top movie at the box office this weekend, grossing $257,698,283. Infinity Wars beat out A Quiet Place by about $246 million. A Quiet Place came in second, grossing only $11,404,977. Even though Infinity Wars had a great opening weekend, it only placed 18th out of all Marvel's films to date. Black Panther has had the most successful opening weekend, grossing a whopping $688,364,917. That's all for entertainment news.
Thank you, Miss Denny. Now Miss Worsham is here with Fun Fact Trivia.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name is Mrs. Worsham.
My name is Chase. My name is Logan. My name is Abby.
Today on Fun Fact Trivia, I'm going to give you 3 facts about Miss Burton. You're going to guess which one is right. You can play along with us. Is it A, that Miss Burton has 5 siblings? B, Miss Burton has 4 cattle dogs? Or C, Miss Burton's favorite food is liver? Take 10 seconds and guess which one is right. Time is up. Which one is correct, guys?
My answer is B.
Good job, guys. B is the correct answer. See you next time on Fun Fact Trivia.
Thank you, Miss Worsham. Now we're off to Cooking with First Grade with Miss Traster and Miss Keeler.
Students and staff, how often do you go home and want a snack after school?
Maybe you see a cupcake on the counter, Teddy Grahams in the pantry, or even a bowl full of candy, which are snacks that are all easy to grab. However,
We have better, healthier options for you.
First, plan all of your healthy after-school snacks on Sunday.
That way, the snacks are ready to go as soon as you get home from school.
These are a few of our favorites.
One option is frozen yogurt grapes. Take grapes, dip them in yogurt, put them on a pan, put them in the freezer for an hour or 2, and then enjoy.
Another option is freezer banana bites. Cut a banana into chunks. Freeze for 2 hours, pour melted chocolate on top or peanut butter, freeze until chocolate hardens, and then enjoy.
And last but not least, veggies with hummus. You can choose your favorite veggies such as carrots, cucumber, or even celery, and then find your favorite hummus. You can work with your parents to find many more options online. Enjoy!
Thank you, Miss Traster and Miss Keeler. Now we're doing Joke of the Week with Miss Webb.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Webb and I'm here for Joke of the Week. Here's the joke. Why was the MacBook so sad?
Why?
Because it had too many problems. That was lame.
Thank you, Miss Webb. Next up, we're going to have Name That Thing with Mrs. Martinez and Mrs. Barnes.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Martinez.
And I'm Mrs. Barnes.
And this is Name That Thing.
We have so many winners from last week. Nice work. The correct answer was the Philosopher's Stone from Harry Potter.
Here's this week's Name That Thing item.
If you know the answer, go to the link below.
Thank you and have a great week.
Thank you, Mrs. Martinez and Mrs. Barnes. Now we have Music News with Miss Wright.
Hi, I am Miss Wright, and I got your top 5 pop songs from last week. Coming in at number 5, it's your boy, Block Boy JB featuring Drake. Look alive, ay, ay, ay. Coming in at number 4 is Post Malone and Ty Dolla $ign, Psycho. And then, oh, yeah, you love that, don't you? Coming in at number 3, y'all, is a country singer turned pop. Her name is BB and Florida Georgia Line, and they got a song called Meant to Be. They were meant to be on this top 5 pop list. This next guy coming in at number 2 is no stranger. Maybe it was even God's plan. You guessed it, Drizzy Drake. And finally, coming in at number 1, yep, Drizzy Drake again with Nice for What. Everybody get your roll on. Will this song be number 1 next week? Especially with J. Cole's releasing of his KOD album. Tune in next week and we'll find out. Again, I'm Miss Wright, and these were your top 5 5 pop songs from last week.
Thank you, Miss Wright. Now it's time for Science Time with Miss Dirksen.
I'm Mrs. Dirksen. Welcome to Science Time. Have you ever wondered why roller coaster cars don't have engines? Vehicles don't always need that kind of power to make them go, but they do need energy. Before a roller coaster ride begins, an electric winch winds the cars to the top of the first hill. The coaster is able to store this energy and use it when they race back down the track. The higher up they are, the more energy they have. Because roller coasters have the potential to use the stored energy in the future, we refer to this energy as potential energy. Take a look at the world's tallest ride that is due to open in 2020 in Florida. It will exceed 500 feet tall. And that's all for Science Time.
Thank you, Miss Dirksen. Now it's off to This Week in History with Miss Brown.
Today, in 1753, Phyllis Wheatley, who was the first published African-American poet and the first African-American woman to be published, was born in what is now Gambia and Senegal, West Africa. Wheatley was brought to Boston, Massachusetts on a slave ship in 1761, where she was purchased by John Wheatley as a personal servant to his wife. The Wheatleys educated Phyllis, and she mastered Latin and Greek, going on to write poems about religion, her life as a slave, and her home in Africa. To learn more about Phyllis Wheatley, visit poetryfoundation.org.
Thank you, Miss Brown. Now it's time for Weird News with Miss Wilgen.
Hi, I'm Miss Wilgen, and this is Weird News. Last week, a paddleboarder had an incredible encounter with a dolphin in Western Australia. 56-year-old Andrew Hill was out paddleboarding with his son when 8 or 9 dolphins caught a wave and surfed right at him. Next, a dolphin jumped out of the water and body slammed Andrew, knocking him off his board and into the water. When asked about the event, Andrew stated, "Surfers like seeing dolphins, but obviously I'd prefer them to stay a little bit further away than they did yesterday." When reporters asked the dolphin about the event, he said he did it on purpose.
Thank you, Miss Wilgen. Now we're having Tartesso Teasers with Mr. Wisser.
Welcome to Tartesso Teasers. My name is Mr. Wisser. Last week's teaser, the answer was an onion, and so many people got it right that I'm not even going to mention the names here, but great job. This week's teaser is, I travel all over the world, but I always stay in my corner. What am I? If you think you know, go to the link below or email me. See you next time on Tartesso Teasers.
Thank you, Mr. Wisser. Now we're going to weather with the kindergarten team, Mrs. Hammond and Mrs. Coleman.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special weather bulletin.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Coleman.
And I'm meteorologist Hammond.
And we're your kinder weather team. Today's weather seems like it's going to be a beautiful sunny day. Please don't forget your sunscreen. This message was brought to you by Hawaiian Tropic.
Don't forget to wear your sunglasses out there, because it's going to be a hot one, guys.
The sky is falling!
Did we say sunny?
No.
Actually meant, it's going to be rainy out there today, guys. Get your umbrellas. It's going to be a wet one.
Whoa, did we mean to say it was going to be rainy?
We actually meant it's going to be a little windy. Tartesso, it looks like our weather is going to be a little bit sunny today. Oh, man.
Wow, and a little bit rainy.
Followed by some wind.
It's Tartesso.
going on this week?
Well, let me tell you. I heard that 7th grade is going to be going to Astro Camp on Friday through Sunday. And then don't forget, we still have school next Monday. There's also a spring concert. They're going to have a spring concert on Wednesday at 5:30, so you should probably show up for that.
Oh, you know what I heard?
What?
There's a dodgeball fundraiser next Monday, so bring your money. Also, this week is Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh, I appreciate teachers.
I appreciate teachers too. So, let your teacher know that they are appreciated. Now it's time for Quote of the Week with Miss Burton.
Good morning, students. Welcome to Quote of the Week with Miss Burton. I have 2 quotes that I would like to share with you because I think they're both very important. Number 1, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing or learning to do. That was said by Pele. The second quote is said by Barbara Bush. Never lose sight of the fact that the most important yardstick of your success will be how you treat other people, your family, friends, and coworkers, and even strangers you meet along the way. Please keep those quotes in the front of your mind because they're both super duper important. Have a great day.
That's all for your TNN this week.
See you next time.
Number 1 song.
It's okay. You're doing really good. That's you gotta.
He was at last week. I can't get it. I'm sorry. This will be the last time.
3, 2.
Thank you, Miss Denny. Thank you, Miss Brown. Now it's time for... Yep. Let's look at the weather with Miss Hammond and Mrs. Coleman.
2.
There was...
3, 2.
Well, today's weather looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunny day. Don't forget your sunscreen. This message brought to you.
Do you want me to do that part?
What was that?
I don't know. Did we say,
Sunny.
It's like, whoa! Did we say
Hello, welcome to Tartesso Teasers. My name is Mr. Wisser. Last week's teaser answer was an onion. Start this over. 2.
Hello, I'm... God, what an idiot.
3, 2.
That wasn't me. That was you.
No, it's you.
2.
If you know the answer, go to the link. Say that.